Module 3, an overview of NOAA's Satellite and Information Service, National Weather Service, and NOAA Fisheries. Module 3 will introduce you to the education programs and priorities of 3 NOAA line offices: the National Environmental Satellites, Data, and Information Service, the National Weather Service, and NOAA Fisheries. We recommend that you watch Module 1 prior to viewing this presentation, as it provides an overview of NOAA education and gives useful context for this module and other modules in this series. NOAA's National Environmental Satellite, Data, and Information Service is abbreviated as NESDIS, or NESDIS, or known colloquially as NOAA Satellite and Information Service. NESDIS provides timely access to global environmental data from satellites and other sources to monitor and understand our dynamic Earth. They manage the nation's operational environmental satellites. NESDIS also delivers data and information services such as Earth system monitoring and official assessments of the environment to promote and protect the nation's environment, security, and quality of life. NESDIS's vision for education is a public that is well informed of space science, weather phenomena, and the benefits that Earth-observing satellites provide. Their mission is to enhance understanding of the Earth's atmospheric, oceanic, and terrestrial systems, as well as promote data literacy through the use of NOAA satellite imagery and data. NESDIS's education program is under the purview of the NESDIS Chief of Staff. Nina Jackson is the current point of contact for NESDIS's education projects and programs. In pursuit of its mission, NESDIS's educational initiatives incorporate the work of various programs and partnerships, including NOAA's Environmental Visualization Laboratory, the Science on a Sphere Collaborative Network, the Cooperative Institute for Meteorological Studies, and the joint NOAA-NASA SciJinx project. On this slide, the picture on the left shows an image of Science on a Sphere, or SOS, a popular method of displaying global data which uses NESDIS datasets. Many of the datasets available for SOS are created by the NOAA Environmental Visualization Lab. Dozens of data products, such as satellite sea surface temperature imagery, are processed in near real time by the VIS Lab and transferred directly to the worldwide network of SOS installations. These data products are also available via NOAA View, NOAA's data imagery portal. SciJinx is all about weather. Short for Science Hijinks, SciJinx is an educational website jointly produced by NOAA and NASA. SciJinx puts fun and adventure into learning about weather, satellite meteorology, and Earth science. This website is geared towards middle and high school age kids and their educators. In addition, NESDIS provides some level of funding to sustain noteworthy educational programs, such as NOAA's Data in the Classroom and NOAA Climate Stewards, 2 programs that incorporate many of NESDIS's data products and support its mission to enhance understanding of the Earth's atmospheric, oceanic, and terrestrial systems, and promote data literacy through the use of NOAA satellite imagery and data. National Weather Service. NOAA's National Weather Service, also known as NWS, provides weather, water, and climate forecasts and warnings for the United States, its territories, adjacent waters, and ocean areas. The Weather Service is organized into headquarters offices in Silver Spring, Maryland, and field offices across the country. Education activities occur in both places. At headquarters, the staff working on education and outreach sit in the Office of Communications within the Assistant Administrator's Office. These staff members are responsible for ensuring the 122 NWS weather forecast offices have the resources available to them to satisfy the education organizational needs within their community. They also ensure the Weather Service's education vision, strategies, and resources align with the principles of a weather-ready nation. In addition, the Weather Service partners with education organizations such as the American Meteorological Society and NOAA's Office of Education to stay relevant with the needs of students, teachers, and the public. Each forecast office has a Warning Coordination Meteorologist, or WCM. The WCM implements a public awareness program designed to educate the public about weather and potential hazards associated with severe weather. The National Weather Service has a number of education priorities and activities. In general, the NWS will develop a comprehensive and strategic education portfolio that includes strong partnerships and collaborative learning opportunities for educators, students, and the public. As part of that portfolio, the Weather Service will develop the Weather Ready Nation Ambassadors Network. The network formally recognizes NOAA partners who are improving the nation's readiness, responsiveness, and overall resilience against extreme weather, water, and climate events. As a WRN ambassador, partners commit to working with NOAA and other ambassadors to strengthen the national resilience against extreme weather, water, and climate events. The NWS is also strongly committed to helping NOAA develop a diverse and highly skilled workforce in STEM fields, which are so richly represented in the Weather Service and NOAA as a whole. As part of the education programming, the NWS has several priority education activities. Jetstream 2 is an online school for weather developed to provide educators, emergency managers, and anyone interested in learning about weather with comprehensive, well-organized, colorfully illustrated curricula designed to help teach about the wonders and dangers in the Earth's atmosphere. It is accessible as an entire package or in self-contained modules, including complete lesson plans and review questions. The NWS also sponsors the Young Meteorologist program, where kids of all ages can go on a severe weather preparedness adventure. Players encounter various types of severe weather while learning about severe weather science and safety. Finally, the NWS works with the American Meteorological Society on their education activities. The Weather Service supports a 2-week summer training for teachers, local online data stream training, and activities at the AMS annual meeting. The NWS operates 122 forecast offices, 13 river forecast centers, 9 national centers across the continental U.S., Alaska, and Hawaii. NWS's broad range of data, forecasts, information, and services is available through a robust web presence accessible at www.weather.gov. Each weather forecast office has a warning coordination meteorologist who has a responsibility not only to assist with weather forecasting, but also public outreach and education. Additional personnel in each weather forecast office may also support education and outreach, but it's not a formal component of their responsibilities. Regardless, the NWS represents the largest network of NOAA personnel who can assist with education and outreach activities. The National Marine Fisheries Service, or NOAA Fisheries. NOAA Fisheries Education is a regionally based program with a focus on strong connections between science and management, and the continuum between outreach, informal education, and formal education. They are focused on the educational aspects of science, conservation, and management of marine living resources and responsible stewardship. NOAA Fisheries Education Program works with NOAA experts and partner organizations to develop and distribute high-quality, science-based materials and activities. These resources are for students and teachers interested in exploring the science behind marine resource management and conservation. The materials also help students, teachers, and the interested public better understand the agency's diverse mission. That includes the management and stewardship of the nation's marine resources and their habitats, sustainable seafood, and the recovery of protected marine species such as whales, seals, turtles, and fish. There are several programs that are embedded within fisheries. The NOAA Teacher at Sea program and several regional Bay Watershed Education and Training, or BWET programs. You'll learn more about these programs later in this and other presentations. Areas of emphasis, projects, and accomplishments differ from region to region. The Fisheries Education Council includes representatives from each region, including the science centers and regional offices, and some program offices in NOAA headquarters. There are monthly Fisheries Education Council calls and an email list to share information. Fisheries education staffing varies by region with both full-time and part-time staff. There's no headquarters office to coordinate fisheries education, but there are partnerships between education programs within fisheries and other national-level programs. NOAA Fisheries Education spans the continuum of outreach, informal education, and formal education. These programs provide content and resources for educators. As you will hear in the examples provided, many are the result of ongoing partnerships with other NOAA offices and programs, and with external organizations like aquariums, science centers, and museums. Several examples include the Northeast Region's NOAA Fisheries Northeast Fisheries Science Center, which partners with 5 other science organizations in the Woods Hole Partnership Education Program, or PEP, to provide summer internships in marine and environmental science to college juniors and seniors from underserved communities. PEP students participate in seminars, workshops, a day-long at-sea experience, field trips, and career development activities. The Southeast Fisheries Science Center's Recruitment Training Research Program combines the expertise of NOAA fisheries biologists and the University of Florida Fisheries and Aquatic Science Program to recruit and train promising undergraduate and graduate scientists. Students are trained in topics such as fisheries population dynamics and conduct population dynamics and stock assessment research in support of the NOAA Fisheries mission. This is a unique collaboration of undergraduate and graduate students, postdoctoral associates, university faculty, and NOAA fisheries biologists. The Southwest Region's Squids for Kids is an outreach program developed and coordinated cooperatively by the scientists at the Southwest Fisheries Science Center's Fisheries Ecology Division and Stanford University's Hopkins Marine Station. The program annually organizes between 5 to 10 local dissections of Humboldt squid and outreach programs and educational events at schools targeting students from 3rd grade through college, and at museums and other venues, as well as providing Humboldt squid for educators across the country. As you can see, there are many other regions and programs. To find out more, search the program names on the NOAA Fisheries website. NOAA's Teacher at Sea program in NOAA Fisheries. Since its inception in 1990, NOAA's Teacher at Sea program has enabled more than 700 teachers to gain first-hand experience of science at sea. By participating in this program, it becomes possible for teachers to enrich their classroom curricula with a depth of understanding made possible by living and working side by side with those who contribute to the world's body of oceanic and atmospheric scientific knowledge. The Teacher at Sea program is located in the NOAA Fisheries Line Office, but supports all of NOAA. Teachers may select a cruise aboard one of NOAA's 18 participating ships, which conduct 3 main types of research: fisheries research, oceanographic and atmospheric research, and hydrographic surveys. The benefits of NOAA's Teacher at Sea program are substantial. Scientists, NOAA Corps officers, and crew gain motivated volunteers to help carry out their projects. All on board enjoy hosting someone who is enthusiastic and eager to learn about each aspect of the cruise. These cruises support other line offices in their research, which means the teachers support those same line offices with the education and outreach activities they perform on board and afterwards. Students are exposed to marine careers through their teachers' stories and photos or video from their cruise. And teachers and their students gain a greater awareness of the need to understand and protect the world's oceans and their resources. The mission of the Teacher at Sea program is to give teachers a clearer insight into our ocean planet, a greater understanding of maritime work and studies, and to increase their level of environmental literacy by fostering an interdisciplinary research experience. The program provides a unique environment for learning and teaching by sending kindergarten through college-level teachers to sea aboard NOAA research and survey ships to work under the tutelage of scientists and crew. Armed with new understanding and experience, teachers bring this knowledge back to their classrooms. The greatest payoff of NOAA's Teacher at Sea program is the enthusiasm for learning about our ocean planet generated between teachers and students. The program aims ultimately to build an understanding of NOAA-related sciences among teachers and students and a workforce for NOAA-related careers. Teacher at Sea program does this by helping teachers to understand how NOAA oceanic and atmospheric research is linked to ocean literacy principles and the education and training paths that lead to NOAA-related careers. This program provides experiences that allow teachers to use NOAA data, resources, and career information in classroom activities, when mentoring students, and when working with colleagues. In the next module, you'll learn more about another NOAA line office, the National Ocean Service, or NOS. Within NOS, we'll talk about National Marine Sanctuaries, the Office for Coastal Management, and the National Estuarine Research Reserve System. Please take a few minutes to fill out a survey regarding this module. We welcome suggestions for improving this presentation. The link is available on the YouTube page for this video presentation and can be used for any of the NOAA education modules.